Welcome to Simplified for Teens, the place where we simplify current world affairs for teenagers and anyone above so we can all stay updated and prepared in this fast-paced world. I think we have all heard about the latest headlines regarding the AUKUS alliance, tensions rising in the Asian-Pacific region, and China being ever more controversial with their statements. I think it is safe to say that 2020 was the year where we all had to stay socially distanced, but now in 2021, there are alliances being formed and initiated left, right, and center. For those few people who have managed to live in space, I think the whole globe is aware of the increasing rivalry and competition between China and United States. America and China have already fought a trade war. They are contesting in the cyberspace, and there are only few lines to be crossed before a full-blown confrontation is triggered. The most notorious of statements being thrown by China's Communist Party mouthpiece, the Global Times, in which they warned the U.S. not to play with fire. Fire is an interesting analogy for what China is chasing after the most. Taiwan is a small island country located off the southeast coast of the Asian continent and the western edge of the Pacific Ocean. But most importantly, Taiwan is a democratic country backed by the United States. Shots were called when President Xi Jinping pledged to reunify the democratically ruled Taiwan with the mainland by calling it an unswerving historical task of the Chinese Communist Party. China has been preparing for war for at least a few decades, and its whole military development is for the reunification of Taiwan and China. But an invasion on Taiwan would mean an attack on a U.S. ally. Taiwan's democratic future is mainly dependent on the protection of the United States, but with the recent withdrawal of American troops from Afghanistan, many have questioned the capabilities of the U.S. On paper, the military balance heavily favors Beijing. China spends about 25 times more on its military than Taiwan, according to estimates from the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. If China does manage to invade the island nation and unify Taiwan with the mainland, it would give China a very strong and strategic foothold into the Pacific Ocean. If the U.S. fails to intervene such an attack from China, then it would greatly impact its prestige on the world stage. Alliances like the NATO, the Quad, and the newly founded AUKUS alliance would lose their recognition and power. But for now, Taiwan is an ideological risk for the Chinese Communist Party as it shows the world that a nation can be a democracy and prosper. China and Taiwan have many reasons to avoid a war that could kill tens of thousands, devastate their economies, and potentially lead to a nuclear conflict. A conflict that could leave many other countries on the front line. Before we go, remember to subscribe to our channel, Teens Voice, and like our video.